Hello dear students, this is a class on Artificial Intelligence and Virtual Reality, and this is a class meant for BSc 6th semester Zoology students. The definition of Artificial Intelligence: it is the science and engineering of making intelligent machines and intelligent computer programs to perform intelligent tasks. We know intelligence is a characteristic of humans. So here machines are equipped with the ability of intelligence. So for that some intelligent computer programs are also designed. And why this is done? To make the machines to do some intelligent tasks which are usually done by humans, or which humans find it difficult to do, or some dangerous risky jobs can be assigned to machines with artificial intelligence. Now this term was coined by John McCarthy in the year 1956. There is another person who is linked to artificial intelligence. He is Alan Turing. He designed a test known as Turing test. So this test actually tests if a machine exhibits human intelligence. Now the test is done like this. A task is assigned to a computer which is operated by a human, and another computer which is totally machine operated. If the machine operated computer can complete the task faster and in a more correct manner than the human operated computer, then we can assume that the machine has acquired intelligence. These are some of the branches of artificial intelligence, or some areas where the artificial intelligence find applications: robotics, expert systems, game playing, natural language processing, neural networks, machine learning, pattern recognition, computer vision, and bio-inspired computing. So in the coming slides, we will be dealing with in a bit detail of all these branches. So the first branch is robotics. The robots are physical agents that perform a variety of tasks. And robots are equipped with effectors like legs, wheels, arms, and grippers. So these effectors give the robots the ability of motion. So they can move like humans. Similarly, robots are equipped with sensors like cameras, sonars, radars, and lasers. This is basically to know about the external environment. Humans are equipped with sense organs like eyes, ears, etc. So by the help of which they can collect information about the outside environment. So here robots are equipped with these type of sensors. And today's robots fall into three categories: manipulators, mobile robots, and humanoid robots. Manipulators are simply robotic arms which are used in factories and hospitals, etc. Then mobile robots, they have the ability of motion. They are fitted with some wheels, etc. And humanoid robots, they are made in the shape of human body itself. One example is Sophia. These humanoid robots, they find application in entertainment and also in some serious areas like caring the elderly people in hospitals, for delivering food, then for driving vehicles, etc. Yes, these are some of the uses of robots. Robots find many applications in industry. In industry, one example is mining industry. They are used for excavating the earth. In agriculture, robots are used as machines for harvesting. In healthcare, robots are used to assist doctors in doing very complicated operations. Then third category, in personal services, service robots are used. They are used to assist humans in performing the daily tasks like vacuuming the offices or homes. In public places also, service robots are employed. They can be used as information kiosks in shopping malls, trade fairs, and museums. Coming to the next area of artificial intelligence, it is known as expert system. Now we know who is an expert. Expert is somebody who has a great knowledge, who can take some intelligent decision, who has got the problem solving skill, who can give some intelligent advice. So in expert system in artificial intelligence means a set of programs to solve problems that normally require human expertise. So here machines are designed which can offer some intelligent advice or take an intelligent decision in solving some problems. So here machine is already given lot of data or lot of data is fed into the computer, and based on the already input data the computer can take a decision or it can offer some good advice, and here the machine performs this decision making task much faster than the humans. One example is MySim, which is an expert system which can diagnose infections based on the many symptoms. The system can identify the disease. It can also suggest treatments much better than the very expert doctors. Gaming, one of the leading domains where artificial intelligence has been applied with great success, is gaming. And in gaming, these techniques are based on heuristics. So heuristics is one of the branch of artificial intelligence. Here the solution is reached by the trial and error method. Now what is done in gaming is the machine which can be a good opponent for the player are designed, and machine can means the computer can make some intelligent moves which make the game very exciting for the player. Player can also learn some new tricks from the computer. So this constitutes a major area of artificial intelligence research. One example is computer chess programs which are designed in such a way that it can even defeat world chess champions. The next area is natural language processing or NLP. Now this is a field of computer science and linguistics. So this is concerned with the interactions between computers and humans. Machines are designed which can read and understand the language that is spoken by the humans. We use Alexa, we use Google Assistant. So this has been become very popular. So these apps or these softwares can understand the language that is spoken by humans. So they can assist humans in information retrieval. So if we need some information from internet, we just need to ask instead of typing, and then we can get their assistance of these machines in setting reminders, scheduling meetings, etc. So they can be a very good assistant for the humans. Now researchers hope that this type of machine can acquire knowledge of its own from the internet. Now next is neural network. Now neural network is an interconnected group of nodes. Here a neural network actually mimic the system of network in the brain. In our brain we have a complicated network of neurons and nerves. Now computers are programmed in such a way so as to simulate the very complicated intelligence that occur in the humans. So a very complicated network of interconnected processing units are made, with the help of which computers are assigned some very good intelligence by which they can understand very complex patterns or very mysterious patterns. Next is machine learning. The machine learning is concerned with the design and development of algorithms to evolve behaviors. So here humans have the unique ability of learning, and in machine learning machines are assigned the ability of learning. So a lot of data is input into the computer, and data can be these data are taken as examples, and from which the machine reaches some conclusion based on the situation. So one focus of this machine learning research is to enable the machine to recognize the complex patterns based on the data that is already input into the computer. One example is decision tree learning. Now next is pattern recognition. It is the act of taking raw data and taking an action based on the category of the pattern. So pattern recognition, it aims to classify the data that is extracted from the pattern. So here also the computer is fed with lot of information already, and based on the information that is written in the computer can recognize the new patterns of like handwriting recognition, speech recognition, face recognition, etc. Digital cam is already out that can recognize the face of individuals. Next branch is computer vision. Computer vision is concerned with the science and technology of machines that can see. It is concerned with artificial systems that can extract information from images. As I told you in the beginning, here computers are equipped with cameras. For example, we have know about a surveillance camera which can take views from multiple camera. It can take data in the form of video sequences, etc. Then another example is self-driven vehicle which can be used in food delivery in hospitals, in towns, etc. Now the last branch is bio-inspired computing. It is a field of study that depends on the link or it merges many branches like biology, computer science and mathematics, and it's very closely related to artificial intelligence. Here computers are used to model the nature, and some principles of nature are applied to improve the usage of computers. So this biologically inspired computing is another area of artificial intelligence. So to wind up the uses of artificial intelligence, object recognition machines like X-ray, scanning machine, then in military for autonomous target identification. Here it is a very important application because humans, it is very risky for the humans to do these type of tasks. So robots can be assigned these type of tasks. Then in computer games, lot of applications are there. Robotic pets. Then in disease diagnostics, which is based on the knowledge-based expert system. Then in banking sector, artificial intelligence can be used to predict the customer behavior. Then in face recognition, handwriting, speech recognition, etc. It finds a lot of applications. And the next topic is virtual reality. Now, virtual reality means it is the creation of a computer generated environment. The simulation means to recreate something artificially. So here with the help of computer, an artificial or a real environment is created artificially. So here the user gets a feel that he is inside that environment, and here software is used to allow people to interact with the computer simulated environment. So not only that people get the feel of being in that environment, the people can interact with, can manipulate the objects in that virtual environment. So they are given visual experiences which are displayed on the computer screen. 3D environments are created. So along with the visual experiences, some additional senses are also activated, like some sounds are given through speakers, headphones. So the user, most of the sense organs of user are stimulated so that he gets a real feel of being in that world. And these are some of the hardware that is used in virtual reality. A lot of input and output devices are needed to create this virtual world, and users can interact with the virtual environment through some standard input devices such as keyboard or mouse, and also through some interactive devices like goggles, headsets, gloves, body suits, etc. So with the help of these interactive devices, the computer can send information, and also it can receive information. Now these are the applications of virtual reality. It is used in scientific and engineering research, then training personnel for important works. So one area is in training the pilots, then in hospitals to practice new surgical procedures for doctors. Then in virtual biology laboratory, biology students can make use of virtual dissection softwares. Then to experience imaginary worlds like space, etc. Then to experiment with prototype designs, etc. So a lot of virtual reality applications both in entertainment and very serious issues. The last topic of the day, biocomputing. Biocomputing can be defined as the construction and use of computers which function like living organisms or which contain biological components. So in biocomputing, computers are designed with which contain biological components. So for example, DNA computing. Now DNA computing is a form of computing which can use DNA as the instead of the silicon chip, DNA is used, and it is also known as biomolecular computing. The advantages of DNA computers are many. DNA being very smaller, much smaller than the silicon based chips. Then it is available in plenty compared to the silicon based chips, and their manufacture does not produce any toxic byproducts, and they can hold lot of information. Even just 1 gram of DNA can hold more than data that is held by Google, Facebook and every other major tech company. So this is a very hoping very future. We have a lot of future for this DNA computers. So this was just a brief description or brief outlining of the artificial intelligence and virtual reality based on your syllabus. Hope you enjoyed my class. Thank you.